Greetings to the annual conferences of the Great Western Jurisdiction. I'm Jeffrey Kuan, President of Claremont School of Theology. I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak to you in these most unusual circumstances. I bring you greetings and share some significant achievements CST has accomplished over the last year, in spite of the global pandemic. First, with the help of alumnus and Board of Trustees member, the Reverend Steve Horsfield Johnston, a beautiful and inspiring short film about the spirit of CST, our preparedness for a changing world, and our move to Salem was created. As most of you know by now, CST has begun relocating to Salem, Oregon. So please hear Professor Emerita and pioneer in process theology, Dr. Marjorie Suchocki's reflection on CST's move.
Claremont School of Theology has a history of reinventing itself. That's a part of its DNA. It began in the Valley as the McClay College, Bible College. From there it moved to Los Angeles, of all places, from the Valley, rural, to an urban setting. And it becomes part of the Department of Religion at the University of Southern California. Then, in the 1950s, there's an opportunity to move. And so they go to Claremont and they find Pomp Caldwell, who is a legendary educator, to lead the school. And so it becomes the School of Theology at Claremont, which eventually became Claremont School of Theology. Once again, it's moving to Willamette University in Salem, Oregon. And I can hardly wait to see what Claremont does as Claremont School of Theology at Willamette.
Indeed, CST has a history of reinventing itself. In preparation for the move, we have been digging into and organizing our archives, and what I know now for sure is that our seminary is, and always has been, resilient, progressive, and a leading voice in innovative theological education. The short film, which can be seen in its entirety on our YouTube channel, helps to tell CST's story, and you can find the link in our conference report. In the meantime, please know we are still your seminary, and we are ready for whatever the pandemic has in store for the remainder of 2020. Our incredible professors have been teaching online for nearly 10 years, and so when the world was hit with COVID-19, they were ready to pivot with the least amount of disruption to our students. Our hybrid online programs make theological degrees possible while students are nurtured and formed within their own contexts. Today, our admissions team has not slowed recruiting, and our professors are preparing to teach in whatever format come fall. In a similar vein, our advancement and communications team put together a memory book titled CST, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. While not a complete history of CST, the book shares snippets of the school dating back to 1885 and includes links to some of CST's video and film archives. Most importantly, it encourages readers to interact with its pages by adding their own memories and mementos. Please visit our website to order your copy. Believing our relationship to you and to our alumni, students, and future students are vitally important to us, we partnered with a company in Houston to conduct comprehensive alumni, students, and friends survey. This was a huge undertaking, but we are learning so much. We conducted focus groups, heard from more than 400 of our constituents through the survey, and we are beginning to engage folks in the strategic use of the results to further build and strengthen relationships across the Western jurisdiction. Like many of you, because of the pandemic, there were many plans that had to be postponed. We were to celebrate the final commencement in Claremont, with our largest class of graduates in the school's history. We were to have a day for alumni, and friends to reflect, remember, and celebrate all that CST and the Claremont campus meant to them. And we were to have workshops and an inter-religious panel discussion to give folks in the Pacific Northwest a taste of Claremont. We do still hope to offer some version of all of these in the fall. So please watch your inboxes for invitations. In closing, I leave you with the words of faith and vision from our Chair of the Board of Trustees and UMC clergy person, the Reverend Patricia Ferris.
We can choose to understand and see change as a gift from God. We can choose to see God at work in this. We can see God animating our dreams and our deepest hopes. And when we do that, then we can put our confidence in God, even if we still have some questions and some things that we're wondering about as all this goes forward. We know that the Claremont commitment to preparing leadership for the church, laity, and clergy in many forms will continue.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. And we look with you to our future. We look in hope and in confidence of God's leading. And we are grateful for your prayers and presence in the journey. Together, we are CST.